Hey, what's up guys? So I'm going to show you guys a quick little tutorial on how to download as well as play Median XL Sigma, which is the latest patch on Diablo 2. This is a fan-made expansion, but it's absolutely amazing, and it's got a lot of players right now. So first off, I'll link everything down below in that young little description box down below. But basically, you just go to the website, you click on Play Free, and it's going to go ahead and give you the files to actually download it. Once you've actually downloaded it, a little launcher will go ahead and open up. You can go ahead and install it. Once that's actually installed, you're going to go ahead and open up the launcher. And the launcher will look just like this. However, yours will say install instead of play. You literally click install, and then you go ahead and hit play. I'm going to go ahead and log in and actually show you guys a little bit of the game so you guys can kind of get an understanding, because there's a lot of new mechanics to this. Due to, well, it's a new game. Now, first off, I also want to mention that this is not an official game, just as a heads up, but it still has a very high quality aspect to the game. I mean, look at this intro. I mean, I can go ahead and unmute it. This audio can't really be scaled, by the way. But it's, I mean, that's just taken from Diablo 3, but, you know, it looks good, alright? Anyways. Let's go ahead and hop into multiplayer. Sorry, I know it's really loud, but again, you scaling the in-game audio won't scale the menus in the game. Whatever. It doesn't really matter too much, but nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and log in, show you my characters, and kind of talk a little bit about the game. So, first off, once you log in, you'll see the interface is really clean and nice. In fact, there are so many people playing on a private server. I've played on tons and tons of private servers. Path of Diablo is a popular one, and Nelis is also another very popular one, but this one is really popping right now. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just create a private game here so I can kind of talk a little bit about the game, as well as show you guys some of the newer things in the game. So, I actually just hit Act 3, and it just came out. So, first off, there is a new mechanic to this game as far as like running. You actually have a button that you have to hold down. Don't worry, it's not really like that obtrusive. In fact, it actually is kind of nice once you get used to it. The base movement speed is as fast, if not faster, than running anyways, so it's just a quality of life. Another thing that they've actually added into the game is, obviously the game runs with Glide, which is going to make the interface look a lot better. And then on top of that, you also have more storage space. You have different little just quality of life things like picking up gold is automatic. There are certain rune words. In fact, I'm going to link, like, there's like a doc that would really help you guys out if you guys are new to Median XL. But basically, it's going to show you guys a bunch of the rune words and what they do, and a lot of just other stuff. And for once, you're going to actually want to read it, because you might be a little bit lost without it. There are new uniques, like, just in the game in general, just like any other private server. But what really separates this one apart is it's just a lot different. If you guys see the skill tree over here, you can see it looks a lot different than like normal Diablo. In fact, there's a bunch of new and different skills. I'm going to showcase some of those off, but I want to go ahead and, you know what, let's go ahead and do some gameplay here, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it, so those of you guys that want to see some gameplay. Oh, first off, important thing, hit R, and that will actually activate Map Hack. That's actually an important thing. There's also no Scrolls of Identity or Town Portal. You just get to use Town Portal. It's free. You have unlimited. And then on top of that, everything is already pre-identified when it drops. Which, I know some people, they might not like that as much due to trading, but overall, I think the quality of life is worth it overall. You don't have to worry about someone throwing in trade, oh, unidentified Talos armor, and then they swap it real fast with a rattle cage. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and continue on here. Also, in the bottom left, you'll notice on my HP sometimes it'll have like this white effect around it. That's a status. It's usually like hit stun. Let's go ahead and continue here. Also want to show you guys some of the mercenaries. There's a lot of really cool content. There's new enemies, there's new areas, although I don't think I've gotten to any of the new areas yet. Unfortunately, rubber banded right there. Oh, by the way, this is all 100% free. There's zero pay to win as far as I'm aware of, at least as of right now. But you can see some of these new skills. Let me go ahead and showcase some of the new skills on. Some of them are a little bit loud. There's like a scream over here that forces them to flee. There's, let me show you guys some of the, there's a fireball sentry over here, electro field sentry. There's like a singularity skill which like sucks them all up. There's a lot of cool things. Oh, there's only, unfortunately one enemy here. You can see the HP bar in the center. I love that. That's such a nice touch. Oh, gosh, I just love that there's so many people playing. Alright, so we'll go ahead and kill Dario. Rip monetization. Go ahead and kill Dario real quick. Got a unique. Let's see what it is. Like I said, it comes pre-identified. Oh, this is... I thought it was going to be like Hawkeye, which is a not very good... You can see the gold picks up over here. And when you level up, it'll tell you that you leveled up. In fact, the character sheet... Oh! Important thing. I want to mention this before I forget. You can change all of your keybinds, which is so great. I love that. You can also change notification settings. There's interface settings that you can change. There's a lot of just nice things. Just a lot of quality of life. Again, for any returning Diablo player, this is, oh, it's so incredibly good. All right. Anyways, let's go check out that unique. So it adds 8% elemental bonus damage to Mark of the Wild, minus 3% of enemy fire, cold, poison, enhanced defense. Maximum life plus 5%, max fire resist minus, and then it's got 2 sockets in it. Also wanted to mention that you can actually put, there's apparently 1 rune words, which is kind of strange, but, and you can also skip out on if something has like multiple sockets, disregard that this one was done incorrectly, but you put in the jewel first, just anything pretty much but the actual rune, and then you use that to make it so there's only 1 socket left, and then you can use a 1 rune word. Here's my gear. It's nothing really too special, but there is something I have to show you that is very, very important to the game. In fact, it's just in Median XL in general. Also wanted to mention that like the difference between this and MXU, which is the other variant of this mod, is that Griswold does not drop the legendary box that he normally does. I was like, oh dude, I'm gonna farm Griswold. I can't wait to do that. I'll show you a few of the other new, I don't know if these are new uniques to this specific patch, but I have not seen these before. In fact, Griswold seems to drop this every single time. You can get up to 20 to all attributes, and it always gives you 50 to life, and it's got 2 sockets. It can't be disenchanted, and it cannot be upgraded. Now, there are like newer things, like for example, turquoise is a new thing. In fact, some of the runes actually do different things in the game. Versus what they normally do. Like, for example, the skull used to give you like mana and life leech, but instead it's giving you different things. So make sure that you actually read what the heck is going on here. You'll see that the inventory space is quite extensive here, which I think is a nice little touch. I'm going to equip an amulet. I guess for whatever reason, I think I equipped one to immerse. But anyways, going over to Geed. So you can gamble just like you can any of the Diablo games. If you guys are more familiar with Diablo 3, this is basically a system kind of like Blood Shards, but what is nice, you don't have to leave the game to reset Geed. You can just go ahead and hit gamble. He doesn't have what you want, or you bought everything that you wanted, you hit gamble again. But this is a very important thing. So under miscellaneous, there's these things called Mystic Orbs. Now, they used to cost a lot less in, I don't want to say vanilla MXU, but like just a previous version that I have played. In fact, there's lots of versions of Median XL, but this is by far one of the best things about this. You can take a weapon, and you can see over here it says there's an item level, but there's a required level. What you're looking at is the required level where it says 8 right over here. So when you modify an item in this game, it's going to add plus level requirements. Now you can see over this one, these all say +4. It can vary. As far as this one, I've only seen +4, but it might just be this specific patch. But anyways, they can make it so you can build whatever you want to do with your item. I usually recommend getting the maximum damage early on. It's always really good. Or just getting some leech is pretty nice to have early on, or you can go, if you want a more consistent weapon damage, you can go ahead and go for this. But it's really nice just to be able to kind of customize like an item if you really want to. It's great. It does cost a decent amount of gold, and obviously at the start you're not going to have that much gold, so it does help you out. When you do create a character, you'll have this item in your inventory. You just right click it and you'll get 1500 gold. Make sure you go to the vendor. They usually will have some type of boot, and most of the boots in this game will have movement speed. It'll cost like 1. Unfortunately, this one happens to cost 2k, but you'll see it, and all the stuff will cost really like next to nothing. Let's go ahead and move over here. Charcy, let me see if she has it. But she'll have, okay, it costs 9 gold, but you'll have 1500 at the start. And basically, just make sure you buy everything really early on. It just makes it a little bit easier for progression. The game is a little bit more difficult than vanilla, but since your character scales at a different rate and there's newer skills, it can be easier in a sense. Also, make sure you read some of the skills in this game because, for example, like the Tiefling form over here, it makes it so our character's defense is 0, but it gives us +1 to all skills, and it does, you know, what it says it does. But make sure you're reading some of the skills over here. There's also a thing called reward in here where it's like your ultimate, I guess, if you want to call it that. Apparently the max level is 150 at the moment, but that was, of course, subject to change made with another expansion. But this is a really great expansion. I have legitimately nothing negative to say about this expansion. It is just a really fun experience. And let me go ahead and show you some of the new other skills that I have on my character here. So what's cool is Assassin actually gets Blink. There is a cooldown on it, and there's also let's go ahead and showcase up. This is one of my favorite ones. Let's go ahead and find an enemy. So you can see this is just throwing shurikens everywhere. It's awesome. But yeah, the skills are completely different from vanilla Diablo, which again I really like because I've played so much vanilla Diablo. But there's also, okay, this is also something really cool that I haven't actually checked out yet, but someone mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out when I make my little like first impressions / like download little tutorial on it, because a lot of people are wanting to play this game, and I had a few people come into my live stream asking, yo, why are you playing Diablo? And then they're like, what? There's a new expansion. Again, it's not an official one, but don't worry, it's absolutely amazing. So apparently in Act 2, there's shapeshifters that you can actually hide. Let me go ahead and actually remove all of these things out of the inventory here, out of my mercenary, and I will show you. Oh, another thing for quality of life, which is really nice, I wanted to mention. If you want to put things in your stash, you can hold control and it'll just automatically put it there. It's just, again, quality of life. Let's go ahead and go to the guy that has mercenaries. We're going to go ahead and hit higher. In Act 1, there's not only like the rangers, like you see there's the shapeshifters, but there is also priestesses. So they have different skills. I don't know exactly all of their skills or anything like that. I think the highest one we have for shapeshifter is 20. Oh, there's a 30 right there. Let's go ahead and grab this shapeshifter. Let's go ahead and see what he can do. We've got an ethereal unique, so I figured throw it on him because if you guys didn't know, the ethereals are items that would normally, once it runs out of durability, that's it. However, if you have a item that is ethereal on a mercenary, they won't actually ever lose durability. Let's see if we can actually buy him like a weapon or something from Farah. 3 or 4, whatever. Let's just buy it now, just so he'll have something for it. I mean, his damage isn't very good, but the fact that you can have like a shapeshifter as a mercenary, that's something I have not seen before. Let's see if he transforms. There he is. He's a bear. He's going off with that tornado. Oh, he has bar buffs? Just look at these little buffs down here too. It's great. So there's a lot of content to be had here, which I think is great. Again, it adds so much more life into Diablo that I've been really wanting to have for quite some time. In fact, the video when they announced this has over 500,000 views now, which is great. It shows that there's a lot of people still interested in Diablo. But anyways, there it is, guys. A short little tutorial on like how to get started, and there's a lot more content to cover, but I don't want to overwhelm you with this video. I just want to make this a short little introduction to, of course, Median XL Sigma, which is the thing that just launched last night. But anyways, if you're new to the channel and would like to see more Diablo content as well as updates to my character here, because this is my character on the first day, be sure to hit the subscribe button or give me a follow on Twitch and you guys can catch me live when I'm playing this game. And if any of you guys need rushes, well, let me get to the point where I can actually do that, and I'll rush you guys if you guys actually need a rush. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, drop a like on it. And like I said, if you want to see more content of Median XL Sigma and more Diablo content, as well as other gaming stuff, I don't only play Diablo, I play pretty much everything. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And if you guys have any questions, or if you're getting stuck on the download, let me know down below. It's by far the most simple one. You do not need a CD key also. I probably should have mentioned that very, very beginning. But you don't need a CD key. It's literally the easiest installer, and like the tutorial that I showed you guys is pretty much it. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to reinstall it, but it's so easy, don't worry. Anyways, if you guys have questions, let me know down below in the comment section below. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.